Episode E, The Real Liahona, please roll up. Welcome back to the Ex-Mormon Informant, where we explore fascinating historical connections and theories. In today's episode, we're diving into an intriguing comparison between two seemingly unrelated objects, the ancient Liahona described in the Book of Mormon and the brass ball hand warmers from the early 1800s. Join us as we examine how these two items might share more in common than you'd think, and explore the possibility that Joseph Smith could have drawn inspiration for the Liahona from these early hand warmers. First, let's start with a brief description of the Liahona. According to the Book of Mormon, the Liahona was a remarkable device given to Lehi and his family as they journeyed through the wilderness. The Book of Mormon describes it in 1 Nephi 16:10 and Alma 37:38-40, and it came to pass that they did give unto us the Liahona, which was prepared of the Lord. Alma 37:38-40. And it was prepared to show unto our fathers the course which they should travel in the wilderness. And it did show them the course which they should travel, and it did show them things which they should do, and it did show them what they should do in the wilderness. The Liahona was described as having two spindles that pointed the way and provided directions, and it had writing that changed based on the faith and righteousness of the travelers. This device was crucial for guiding Lehi's family during their journey, serving both as a compass and as a moral guide. Now, let's look at the brass ball hand warmers that were popular in the early 1800s. These hand warmers were small, spherical objects designed to keep hands warm in cold weather. They were made of brass and were meticulously engineered to be practical and effective. Several manufacturers produced these hand warmers, including the William A. Rogers Company from New York, known for its quality brassware, J&C Fisher from Rochester, New York, which was also a notable maker of brass items, the E.J. Mayer Company, based in Albany, which specialized in various metal goods, including hand warmers. These hand warmers were designed with several key features. Spill-resistant design. They were crafted with a screw-on lid and an internal reservoir that held the heating element. The design was specifically intended to prevent spills and ensure that the hand warmer could be used safely while on the move. Mechanism for movement. The internal mechanism was built to accommodate movement, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of practical use. The hand warmers featured a wick and a chamber where the fuel was burned to produce heat, and the design ensured that it could operate effectively even if jostled. Internal workings. The internal workings were engineered to be both efficient and durable, with a carefully constructed system to regulate the heat output. This allowed users to keep their hands warm without worrying about the device malfunctioning. So, how might these hand warmers relate to the Liahona described in the Book of Mormon? Both the Liahona and the brass hand warmers share similar design elements that hint at advanced, purposeful engineering. Guidance and direction. The Liahona served as a guiding device for Lehi's family, much like how the hand warmers were designed to be reliable and effective tools for their users. Both items were intended to function reliably in dynamic conditions, whether navigating a wilderness or handling a hand warmer while on the move. Spill-resistant and durable. Just as the brass hand warmers were designed to prevent spills and endure movement, the Liahona was described as a reliable instrument that changed its directions based on the user's faith. The design considerations in both cases reflect an understanding of the practical needs of their users. Mechanical precision. The internal workings of the hand warmers, with their intricate mechanisms to regulate heat, mirror the complexity of the Liahona's operation, which provided guidance and instructions. This mechanical precision suggests that both items were crafted with attention to functional detail. Conclusion. Given that Joseph Smith lived in a time when these brass hand warmers were commonly used and their designs were well known, it's possible that Smith was familiar with these devices. The sophisticated design and functionality of these hand warmers might have served as inspiration for the Liahona, influencing how he envisioned a similar device for his narrative. Please watch for future videos, and thank you so kindly for watching. This is the Ex-Mormon Informant signing off for the day.